Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Maria from Under the Night Moon, and I am here today to do a flip through of a book that I have completed for my Etsy shop. I actually have, I think, all together, I have 6 books finished, so I am starting the process today of making a video of all of them to post in my Etsy shop. So I'm starting with the biggest one, and the word that just came to my mind as I was measuring it and just looking at it, it's colossal. So it's a big book that I've done, and I will go through in details, best I can, the details and things. So first I will tell you the measurements. It's about 8 inches with all of the ruffle and things. The actual cards themselves are 5 by 7, but with all the stuff it measures about 8 by 5. The spine is 2.5 inches, and this is about 3 inches here. It is tied with seam binding closure, and it unties like that, like so, and it has a lot of texture and sparkle, jewelry, flowers on the side here, which this is a little difficult to show, but I have some charms, some jewelry. I have a key, a vintage earring pearl, some charms that I made using some beads. This says love. I have a little enamel flower, and I think that's everything. So yeah, and then a gold tassel that I made. Beautiful flower here, just to add something pretty if you're gonna sit it on your shelf. I just always think a flower is so pretty to look at all the time. And this book has a ton of butterflies that I just started adding, and I just kept going. Again, if I wanted to put something in this book, I really didn't hesitate at all. Some of my books, I just go and yeah. So anyway, on the cover is a little pocket, and I'll take this out just to show you the vintage wallpaper, the laces, more vintage jewelry up here. I have a lot of these little number tags. This is a pretty brooch that's pinned on actually to a piece of velvet. I have a pocket made out of more wallpaper. I've stenciled some script on there in a gold paste. This is some really pretty iridescent sequined bridal trim. I have a wax seal here. It says journal there. This is a more modern piece of jewelry. More seam binding ribbon, and then here's the butterfly, which I printed on cardstock, then I backed it with more cardstock, and then I added a vellum butterfly in the center, so it's actually double. Yeah, like so, just for durability, plus it's just really pretty to look at. And then in the pocket I have a beautiful picture, just a gorgeous picture. This is from Ruby and Pearl Etsy shop. She has so many beautiful digital items. I highly recommend everyone go to Ruby and Pearl XO on Etsy. And then so yeah, so that's one of her beautiful photos, and then I backed it on the back. This is more modern wallpaper. Of course I edged everything in the gold paint. And then I also have little quotes throughout this book. This one says, "The world is a book. With each step we open a page." And that is the author there, which I will probably not say his name right, so I will let the owner of this book try to say that name. Yeah, so that's, and then, yeah, so this has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 signatures. And then in between each signature is a very sturdy card that's double-sided. So it's each signature is a pocket, and in each pocket has a large tag. So there's that one, this one, and there you can kind of see, I don't know, am I showing that right? Which you'll see as we go through. And then in between each signature, so it's hard to explain, but I'll show you. So here's the first card, and that's, okay, yeah, so here's the first card. In between the cards, I sewed in extra pages. And now that they're all sewn together, it's kind of hard to see because I just have so many layers of paper. But it just allowed me for more extra pages, really. So the amount of pages in this book is 40. I did count them. So yeah, so there's a lot of pages, a lot of places to write. And then the usual just tuck spots, journaling cards, extra papers and things that I've added for the owner to have fun with and to record things, maybe just, you know, things from their past, you know, if they're handing this down, that sort of thing. And so that's what's filling up all these pages. I have a lot of embossed papers that I've done with my gold paint. I have a lot of decorated areas, collage, fussy cut, roses, trims, and then again you see the butterflies here. And they're not all glued down all the way, so you can kind of play with them. And they're all printed on heavy cardstock so that they're very durable. So I really like that a lot. This is just that image I love, printed from one of my mom's books. And it actually has on this page a pretty belly band, which I love these little crosses. So that just tucks quietly, and you can put that wherever, but here's the belly band here. So if you have some photos or things, those can go there. And then lots of just pretty embroidered trims, fringe. Every corner of this book has been decorated, so I really enjoy mixing and you know, just embellishing. Here's another beautiful printout from Ruby and Pearl. It has a lot of bridal trims on here, sequin trim. There's 2 little pockets. The picture itself is actually a little pocket, and then behind is another pocket holding just some more journaling cards. Beautiful papers, places for you to write. And so yeah, those get tucked in there like so. This side, same thing, beautiful. This is actually taken from a beautiful woman's blouse. And then you can see the fussy cutting. Here's the little butterfly. And then it's a pocket with some more pretty papers to journal. And you have this space also. Turning the page. This book doesn't, nope, say that wrong, there's one there. I thought I didn't do side pockets, but I did. So, and just this book, oops, sorry, I'm not in focus. This book I've been working on probably for, I don't know, since my last video. So it's been an off and on project for a really long time. And a lot of times with my books, I'll stop, you know, I'll work on something else for a little while, and then I'll go back to it, just because sometimes for me, I like to just, you know, not clear my mind, because, you know, that I don't really do that. But for me, sometimes when I go back after a little while, I see things differently. And so Sometimes I change things. Sometimes I add more things. You know, like this little butterfly was added on after I had been working for a little while, or I'll see a place where, you know, I need to add a rose or a little something to her dress. This is one of my favorite pages with the two ladies. These are very, not famous, but, you know, they're popular. They're in a lot of digitals, and they're just a fun set of these beautiful engravings. They're colored. But I put them both on the same layout, and so I just think that's super fun, especially you have sisters or little girls, or you know, anywhere you need to highlight. Another gorgeous photo from Ruby and Pearl. And yeah, just beautiful places for you to stop and just let these beautiful papers take you away. I always just really like to be, you know, when I sit down at my art desk, is a place where I can be just taken away. And I love that. Okay, so here's an envelope that I have. It's absolutely gorgeous. I added this beautiful butterfly, sort of like the butterfly and the bird are friends, and they wanted to be together. And inside is the envelope over here, and it's just got this gorgeous lining to it. And then I added, this is a fun little sticker, and then another beautiful lady. That is not from Ruby and Pearl. Can't really remember where that's one of my digital kits there. I have a beautiful wax seal, and it's a crown done in this really pretty pink wax, and then a really little sparkly bit hanging down. Can't really have a crown without a jewel. Here's some embossed paper I used the gold paint on, and it's a little pocket. Inside the pocket are some tags. I like to do back and back, so here's the back, just a couple of pretty little writing spots. And then here's another quote. It says, "To live without loving is to not really live." And these are from the Graphics Fairy. And I obviously agree with that quote wholeheartedly. Some more fussy cutting. One of my digital kits has this cute little label that says "On Loan to Fred." So I just kind of laugh when I come across it. So he made it onto this book. Couldn't tell you who Fred is, but yeah, so he made it there. And then I have just more papers for you to journal on, maybe add a picture. This always reminds me of beautiful wallpaper. This is Anna Griffin from her paper lines. She has extraordinary papers in the sense of they're just made really well. They're really sturdy. I love her products. I've been a huge Anna Griffin fan for a really long time. So yeah, some more pretty papers, journaling cards. These ladies are from the website that I found. It's just a copyright website. Here's another little pocket here on the front with another sticker, some perfume labels, fun little things to play with. And this gorgeous embroidered daisy, which I love these. They make such a statement. And then this flips over to, this is the beginning of a second signature, so you can kind of see the center there. But I did add lace to the centers just to make it prettier to look at. And then, is this the, my gold paint in there? But this is the tag for this signature, and that goes in there like so. I have this lace stuck in there. And then when you turn this page, you have this really pretty lacy border, and that's just a paper punch. I actually got it at the thrift store. Little embossed papers, little labels. This pretty little rose pocket here. And so yeah, so I love that. It looks like paper lace. And then here's another wax seal done in the lavender, and it's really pretty. I hope the camera will pick it up. It's a cameo. Absolutely love it. And I love all these new waxes that I've been playing with. It's just so much fun. Okay, so more. Here's your butterfly here. Another pocket with this little doily is actually a sticker. And I might take a Sharpie and just write in small letters stickers, so whoever buys this, they know obviously what's a sticker. And that has an advertisement on the back. Yeah, so that's just a fun little pocket there. And I added this really fun fringe. It's sort of like a faux suede. It's really soft. I don't know if it's flocked or it's just super fun. And then on the edge here, I made a whole bunch of charms for this book. So here is one. Hopefully the camera's picking it up. Maybe if I just put something white underneath, you can see how pretty. I love the way these colors look. It's like a beautiful plum and pink and gold, just really pretty. So that's here. You have this butterfly, and then it's a pocket. And then there's a couple of these, more Anna Griffin paper for pictures in the side. A pretty collage here. This is a gorgeous piece of trim. It's got the Aurora Borealis crystals on there, so it's really sparkly. We have a little piece of it, so that's why I cut such a small piece, just to sort of embellish her dress, sort of like, you know, the Victorian pins that they would wear. Yeah, so that good piece there. And then here's a little notepad. Similar to my other little envelope books, I like to make these notepads. On the cover, embellished teacup, and inside is a little pocket. And then in this pocket is the quote, and it says, "Love is like the wind, we never know where it will come from." And I think we all can agree that's true. So yeah, just some pink paper, some scrapbook paper. These are just what's on my desk. This is a book page, I think. Yeah, so that's that. Fun little note tab. And then turning over is the other side of this pretty, this is Maggie Holmes here. But here's another butterfly. More of just my favorite trim is this this frame trim. I have it in this navy blue and gold, and I'm sorry, gray. And it's just a gold frame with a rose in it, and it's ribbon. So I have yet to ever find it again. So I only use one little bit at a time, but I just love it. On this side here, I have these doily laces. I don't know who, someone must have given me them, but I have a little stack of them. They're linen, they're pressed really pretty. I think this is Battenberg lace here. And you know, Valentine's Day was sort of when I was working on this book, and so I added one there. I added this beautiful reprint again from Ruby and Pearl, and I just made a little pocket. So you can have fun with that and maybe store some pictures in there and put it behind the heart. I just love that. And then down here is a piece of velvet and a pretty pearl applique. This is the start of the other signature, so there's a large tag of more Maggie Holmes paper, and you can see the similarity. I love Maggie Holmes. She's another super fun designer. And then there's a little baby envelope here on the bottom, and I did add 2 little pieces of rose paper for you to maybe write a little letter on. I was gonna emboss some script on there, but they were just too little, so I chose to keep them plain, but the owner can have fun with those. And then another side pocket as we turn. more of that beautiful Anna Griffin paper. And then just like a paper punch on here. These pages are really sturdy, so you can do a lot of things on these pages here. I mean, you could even paint on here if you wanted to. You could add jewelry, buttons. Sorry about my hand there. I don't know how to turn off my phone. If I get a notification, then I can't see the screen, so it's annoying, and I'm sorry. My videos are so amateur. But it's really just to be able to show you detail up close. And so, yeah, that's why I just love YouTube for that. As you can see here, this gorgeous embossed pearlized paper, like that would be something, you know, you only get 10 pictures on Etsy to show everything. Here's some pretty fibers here, and then there's the butterfly. Yeah, so I'm grateful for this channel just to, you know, be able to show these up close. And so here is just another pocket. I've used this gorgeous perfume label and just added some more reprints. I attached an envelope to this side, and of course this gorgeous colorful butterfly. I love the colors on this page. I just love the greens and the fuchsias and the pinks together, of course with the lace and the pink. And then this envelope is so much fun. I embossed this pattern on it, added the gold, a little lacy collage bit, and then the inside is this gorgeous green, which is sort of like spring. It just makes me happy. I know I've said this before, but color therapy is, I think, extremely important. So I love to add color. Turning the page here is just a place to journal. There's actually a couple pages of just beautiful plain copy paper here. And then I attached this gorgeous paper. This is Epson paper, so when you print on it, it literally looks like velvet. It's just gorgeous. Kind of pricey, so I stopped buying it. And I only use it for things like this, you know, when I really want to just have something really pretty. And so that's to journal on. And then the little quote here is, "We see well only with the heart." And I believe that too. I used this fun paper punch here. This gorgeous pink seam binding actually is what I sewed this signature with. And this is the signature here. Some are bigger than others. This one is this big. So it's held together with this pink seam binding. Just fun trims. Here's your little butterfly. Some more journaling cards. A fun little frame. My little boot. Here's some handmade paper in the back here. This is a little three-dimensional butterfly. Here's another little charm. Those purple beads, I just love them. And there's an iridescent one on there as well, a crystal bead. The crystal one shines so bright. And then this is a seed packet that I sewed. One of my books coming up, I did a whole bunch of sewing on. I recently moved my sewing machine over to my desk now, so I'll be sewing more. I really like the texture that it adds to the journals, so that'll be coming up in one of the next videos. I am working on a studio tour. Might just be my desk tour, since it just doesn't seem like my studio is ever gonna be, I don't know, clean enough, or yeah, just we're not there yet. But I will do a desk tour. I think that's something doable. Here's another little charm here, and then this is actually a die cut of a beautiful frame. Has some script writing in like a light gold color, and is ready for a picture. So hopefully the owner of this book has a picture that would go really pretty there, a wedding photo, or communion, any type graduation, any special photo, I think would just look really well there. Obviously, if you were, you know, you have a boyfriend, or, you know, it could be a little romantic spot, but also to a daughter or even a pet. I love my pets like people, so yeah. And then this is, we're getting close to the end here. This is a pocket with another writing paper that you can see here. And it's printed on that beautiful Epson paper. This is a gorgeous reprint of an old catalog. And then I just added some postcards, little tag. This quote says, "The heart has its reasons, for which reason knows nothing of." Obviously these quotes spoke to me, so I enjoyed covering them or edging them in the gold paint. They're all edged in the gold paint, and adding them to this book. It just added such a fun element. As well as my little swan. There she is. She's got her little pearl trim. And I love this little charm kind of hangs out below. And then here is a little flip over, and that's got a little pocket and a tuck spot there. On the bottom of, okay, so this, let me just show you quickly. This page was the first page I decorated for this book. I didn't do anything at all yet, and I had this beautiful die cut, and it's just on like this manila color, and it's so pretty. And when I put it against this plum color, I stuck it on. And so that was the first page of this book that I did, and it's just so pretty to look at. Especially with this gorgeous reprint over here. Of course, I added another one of Ruby and Pearl's photos here just to accentuate it. Oops, there's my little butterfly there. And then I added this trio here. There's like the three ladies. So yeah, just a little interesting info. And then there's another tuck spot in the back there. I think one is supposed to go one way, but I'll change that later. And then down below here is really fun trim. It's like a fringe. I love these fringe trims. They just make such a statement. And they're fun to play with as well. And then this is actually, you have to be careful with this book of the gems on the edge, but that is the last page, and then that's a little pocket in there just holding this gorgeous robin's egg color paper. And then on this side is, you can see the fringe better there. And then the last page has, this is Anna Griffin paper also. It's this flocked, it's velvety, it's just gorgeous, just love it. And then I added inside a beautiful card so that you can do some journaling on. I have these gorgeous chiffon flowers, so I added that sort of to balance out the other flower. And that goes here, but you can see when you sit the book this way, if you were going to display this on your desk and, you know, just work with it or play with the pages, and, you know, maybe you have a calligraphy pen, I just think it's so pretty displayed like this. Yeah, so that completes the flip through of this book. That is the back. Kept it simple because when it's laying on its side, you really don't want to have a lot of stuff back there, especially with all the jewelry and the gems. And by the way, this whole thing can be taken off. It's just clipped on. The spine of this journal is actually fabric. It's muslin. And this is just clipped on by a little ball clip, I don't know the technical word, but you can take this whole thing off The only one that's on there is this little flower is separate, but that also has its own little pin. Oh, can you not see that? I'm sorry. So yeah, so that's its own little clip there, but this whole thing, as you can see there, can be taken off if it drove you crazy. I like all the things hanging, especially, again, you can see just if it's sitting on your desk, it makes quite a statement. Certainly adds color and a story. So that is the first flip through of the 6 books I have on the way. Thank you so much for watching. I know this one was kind of long. I appreciate your views very much. If you have any questions or comments, of course, leave them in the comment box. If you like seeing these videos, you can subscribe. The link to these will be down below once I post them. I will have to do the photos, so I'm not quite sure when that's gonna happen. If not tonight, it'll definitely be this week coming up, so you can check back for that in my Etsy shop. But again, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.